morning, chat. Hope y'all are doing fantastic today. Today's plans. Bug fixes. I don't know how many, but ideally at least 2 bug fixes. Not the least of which is the weirdness where the layering updates get applied before the first frame of an animation, which honestly, I think that's a little silly that that's how that works, but what do I know? I've never made a game engine. Ooh. There we go. And since I was a bad dum-dum and forgot to update, instead of a startup, we're gonna have a break later. And some of the layering is clearly off. Gotta figure that out. Part of it. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's happening here. Let me make a note of that one, because that one's definitely different. I think I just sort of assumed there wouldn't be issues with that. There definitely seem to be. Let's see. Oh, I already made a note of this. Good. But first things first, let me try the simple fix for... Where are you? This. And that fix is going to be creating the process override. So here's a trick you can use for very, very slightly delaying an operation. And what seems to be happening is kind of a race condition, where depending on when process is being hit relative to the fallback for the frame change, still doesn't make sense that it still doesn't make sense that this is happening. I don't get that, but it is happening, so let's fix it. So here's the trick. We set a flag here to true. Then, in process, if update frame, then do the logic that updates the frame. And actually, let's just simplify this. There we go. And finally, gotta make sure to set that to false, otherwise it'll keep repeating every frame. What this ends up doing is every single frame we are adding one Boolean check. So a simple check of, is this true or false? Or 1 or 0. But that should be a light enough check that it's not adding much. Plus, this is only one character doing this. Once multiplayer is implemented, maximum 4. So, not a huge deal. And I think I want to organize this file a little bit, because this file is ugly. Okay, a little bit of documentation there. This is going to go away at some point. Where do I want to put this comment? Probably here. Wait. I've made a mistake. This is not the logic I need to move here. Because I'm a dum-dum. Use single layer to drive updates, frames, all other. This reduces data that needs stored in application. Here's the logic I needed. Flag layering for update on next frame. Doing the change here. Causes layering to update or first frame of new animation. There we go. Much more helpful. Okay. Nice. What now? Oh. Okay, dum-dum. Would really help if I render the face. Oop. That's wrong. Oh. I think I remember there's an process doesn't actually run. Yeah. Poopy. Spelled acts as a property type new character test. Hmm? How does that work? Oh. Here. What? Copied and pasted that. How did I not? Hmm. Oh, got it, got it, got it. Oh, that's silly. Yep, so this actually has to do with something that I think is a mistake in Godot then. Let me look real quick. This isn't right. But what I wanted to look up. Yep. So this attribute is masking the node attribute for name. What that means is, if I'd left this as name, if I use name in this function, it refers to this. If I use name in some other function here, it refers to the name of the root node. That's silly. Oh, I'm not even using that. And so everything's a lot more visible. Run it again. Yeah, I need to slow this down. I'm not able to see all the details I need to see. Stop it. That should be big enough. And slow it down about that much. Looking better. This isn't working. Not because the layering's wrong, it's just not working for me being able to see what's going on. Come on, Godot. How's that doing? Oh, right, I should start it up so that it does the second part of updating. Good. All right. Here. So down right, left shoulder is too high. Why aren't you updating? Um, that's what I... Yeah, I confused myself there. And that's a good time to do our normal startup. While that's doing its thing, had a thought. There we go. Now doing what I expect. But as far as shoulders and face relative positions, something that occurs to me, should probably just set a baseline based on just logical positioning, and then override that override that within the specific animations if necessary. For example, in the down right orientation, the right shoulder should probably bump up to 20. And I would say the same for the right and for the upright. Now, if we're facing up, the face and hair should probably layer in front of the shoulders. If we're facing down, same thing. And this makes a very clear parallel with left shoulder, which is logically what should happen. So all of the left facing ones, left shoulders in front, all the right facing ones, right shoulders in front. That makes logical sense. But does it actually work? Looks maybe a little weird here, but I think it's still correct. And this one, it's much more clear that it's correct. Cool. Let's do some dailies. Well, if it ever loads. But, so Nod cries out. That's cool. I've done basically nothing in Nod Cry. I ran for one domain. We have... Paimon. We have not been in Nod Cry for a while now. You are quite mistaken. But you do you, Paimon. You do you. Energy recharge, substat, that's nice. 20 seconds after using elemental skill, equipped character's elemental mastery increased by 100. And that'll cap at 200. That's seemingly a really, really powerful catalyst. But yeah, as you can see, I have not even touched these statues yet in this region. I'm leaving those because I want to use the border to make it easier to explore. I'm not even sure which one I want to do first. But by not activating them all, I'll have defined borders around them as I go, which will let me know, oh, okay, I'm in this zone. This is where I need to stay to complete the exploration. But as you can see, like, just straight line to this. Well, kind of straight line. Little detour here, but I was like, just get me there. And as predicted, the sets in this region are fantastic. Honestly, depending on what Nodcry units we get, there's arguments to be made for swapping non-Nodcry characters to these sets. Let's see. Elemental Mastery up. When nearby party members trigger lunar reactions, if the equipping character is on the field, gain for 4 seconds increased crit rate by, assuming we have 2 Nodcry units, 30%. When nearby party members trigger lunar reaction. So we are going to need to be triggering a lunar reaction at least every 4 seconds, which I think is pretty reasonable. All party members' lunar reaction damage is increased by 10%. For each different Gleaming Moon effect party members have. And the other one, Energy Recharge, great. When dealing elemental damage, gain Gleaming Moon Devotion for 8 seconds. Increase all party members' elemental mastery. Very cool. The equipping character can trigger this effect while off field. All party members' lunar reaction increased by 10%. So, when dealing elemental damage, so for example, the way I have my Raiden Shogun built, it would not be a bad idea to put this on her with 2 Nodcry units on the team. Worth noting though, if you have 2 Nodcry units on the team, one of them is probably already running this set. So, it doesn't stack. But, if at some point we have a Nodcry unit that doesn't want to run this set, or has another very specific set they like running more, then I could see an argument for putting this on a non-Nodcry unit. This one, reading it again, it's less universal than I thought. When nearby party members trigger lunar reaction. I'm trying to figure out if this is a decent set for someone like maybe Sino? Or Daimiko? Maybe. In any case, this is the domain I'm running for the foreseeable future. And I can't wait to show you my favorite feature in this version. And my favorite feature is not this enemy we're fighting. Yeah, these guys have a whole new mechanic to how you have to take them down. Once you've depleted their health bar, you have to decrease their max health. In practice, it just sort of means they are extra tanky. And depending on when you do your damage, they're going to take longer or shorter to kill. But my favorite feature, we can now directly use 4D resin in domains. It's Awesome. And condensed resin now condenses 60 resin at a time. Yeah, so assuming Lunar Charge is ticking every time we see the word pop up, then this is good. Like, Lunar Charge definitely will proc enough for these sets, the on-field one in particular. Oh, second favorite feature of the version update. We can now see the fourth substat before activating it. Before all we could see is 3 of them. If it came with 4 by default, we could see all 4, of course, but or you'd have to raise it to level 4 before you could see that 4 stat on a 3 substat piece. And now you don't have to do that. You don't have to waste that time. And Sminer... Wow. Hi, chat. I was trying to say small and minor at the same time. So, we got Sminer. Anyway, minor waste of resources. Very, very minor as well, but I don't think anyone actually cared about that waste. Yeah, so if you can burst damage while they're in their down state, you can get rid of those guys way faster. How many pieces? This one I could actually use on a healer, right? Oh no, this is the on-field set. Never mind. Never mind. No, I shouldn't have done that way. But it worked out. Nope. And... Nope. Goodbye, sweet domain. You gave me very little today. And I will forever use Fontaine as my hub. It's just too convenient. Oh, Oh no! I forgot! I don't have encounter points! No! Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. Sure, we'll do protect the Leyline Monument. This tells me I definitely need to do some world quests off stream. Alright, now we're done. That's the one awkward downside to a new version coming out. All of your encounter points get reset. Very sad. All right. Got that. Hey, rewards. And in 8 weeks, I'll have a constellation for Ayato. Oh, right. One thing I forgot to mention. You may have noticed the bottom of the screen, though barely visible. There we go. Level 100! And the difference in stats is like almost non-existent for most characters. Like, the amount of damage difference that it made for Neuvillette, I didn't even notice a difference. I think at most it was like 5% increase to his base stats on the character. Which means after you add the weapon in, it... how do I see this without the weapon? Hold on, let me test something real quick. Oh my god. But he's HP scaling anyway, so we'll look at that. It was like a 5% increase there at most. And so that gets, it does translate to after artifacts are applied. So a 5% increase in his damage, maybe. But yeah, I think it's going to have a more sizable impact on reaction-based teams. And I mean, everyone's been saying that online, so by no means is this an original thought. But yeah, it was a surprisingly small boost, given how expensive it is to raise a character up to 100. I was pretty lucky because I ended up with 27 of these things based on losing 50-50 a lot. So I just boosted my two favorite characters. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off on boosting any more and see what the like super sweaty Genshin players say is the best characters to raise up to 100. Oh, why am I at maximum? I just emptied this the other day. Oh, and I lost 50-50 on trying to get Lauma. So hopefully I can find enough currency in the next few weeks to get her anyway. Oh, and as predicted, there's a new ore in Nodcry. So, yeah, I can dump all these. And done with all that. Cool, back to work. Yeah, I don't love what's happening right here. But I also don't have a way to fix it. Oh, that's right. This doesn't look right to me for some reason. Okay. Yeah, like that just looks so not correct. Maybe it's the lack of shadow. The thing is, at this angle, there probably shouldn't be a shadow. If I want to touch that up, how would I do it? Let's try something real quick. I have an idea. Inverse drop or shadow. Okay. I need most of the same stuff. And some of the logic is probably going to be the same. But instead of testing above, I want to test below. So how does this logic work again? Grab test color at the test point. If huh? What the heck was I doing here, and why does it work? I'm at a transparent pixel determining if I have a neighbor that's not transparent. Got it. I need the reverse logic. I am currently at a visible pixel. I need to find the nearest transparent pixel below me. Okay. Okay. So I'm testing at a color. If the color I find is more transparent and the neighbor that I've collected is not yet transparent enough, do that. So if what we're on is not transparent now, and neighbor distance is less than or equal to pixels, that part's correct. The result is going to be a mix. Let's look up what mix does. That's definitely not what I wanted. Nope. Built-in function sounds more reasonable. There we go. Interpolate between A and B by C. Well, that doesn't mean anything. Because what the heck is C? How did I do this? Is it actually working? Well, that can't be right. Yeah, no, I'm making it transparent there, aren't I? So instead of setting it to the shadow color, also neighbor color is irrelevant. Float shadow factor is this. Ah. Goodbye, Nick. Oh my god. I just realized this, I could create some horrible, just horrible animations with this. Like, just having the character grow out of a single pixel in a, like, semi-organic way using this shader. Oh, that'd be awful. Okay. First off, shader color. Start there. That's more like it. I need to disable this. Brief. There we go. So I can actually see what's happening here. Okay, now I know that's correct. What I think I want to do I'm really unsure. I create this shadow factor. Okay. Then I do something like color actually color.rgb is equal to color.rgb times 1 minus shadow factor at and I would say plus shadow factor times the shadow color, but shadow color is 0, so it doesn't matter right now. And instead of 0 or -1 here, that kind of works. Oh, right. Let's get this back. Can I get a shadow? And would it be worth it? Hold on. Oh. Well. Oh, that's why. Hmm. Hmm. I think I do want side shadows. But if I'm doing side shadows, that means I also want diagonals, doesn't it? This didn't work. Like, this actually doesn't make sense, does it? So, head. The float. And also one. I don't know if I'm going to be using two for this. Because I have some ideas. So, if we sample at whatever this is. Oh, that's already set up correctly. Good. Then, if we find a transparent color, hold on. Neighbor color is no longer being used. I guess I don't need that. And this calculation changes. This now becomes I forget how this works. Oh, right. These just let you do, like, all the components of one vector to the power of all the components of the next vector. Never mind. I was getting very confused there. That to the power of power. It's call it that. Plus y all of that needs to be rooted by that power. It's got a square root. Working now, right? Well, that's different. Right. What? Why? What? What? Well, that makes no sense. Oh. Oh, yes, it does make sense. Maybe. Because that's always gonna hit 5. So get a test distance, and part of this is if the test distance less than neighbor distance, then update the distance. There we go. Much better. And no matter what I set this to, nothing should change. Good. Now, let's get new points added. All right. We now have Shadow eating in from the sides. Sort of. But not in from the left. Hmm. There we are. That was the problem. Because we were using, or are using, floating points, squaring this is not actually squaring it. Wearing putting. Hoping there's a better explanation than what I can come up with here. Multiplying by itself, but introduce subtle inaccuracies due to how computers store these numbers. Hell. Power of 2 floating point. You are not representing this information accurately, sir. Power of 2 floating point is a negative. Oh my god. AI, you're playing this wrong. Trying to avoid the use of power in C. That can be written as that. How do I represent this? Anyway, what's happening here is 2 floating point is not exactly 2. So when this power is happening, it's treating it as if though the power is a negative number. Or an odd number, sorry. And so the negative is being perpetuated through the exponent, the exponentiation. Now to add in some diagonal. But let's do some calculations real quick. So I want up to 3, 4. Do I want the 2, 5? Oh, that wouldn't make any sense. Never mind. So I want everything up to 3, 4. Okay. How many is this going to be? I think there's going to be 8 with a y of 1. Is that right? I think so. Yep, that makes sense. Now this will be 2. Yep. And then not quite 8 more. Should be 6 more. Because I don't include 4-4. Then again, since it's here, might as well. So 24 plus 15? Is that right? Nope. I did something wrong. That's 15. That's 32. I multiplied wrong. Where did I get a 3? Whatever. So add 8. Right? Yes. Why is that pixel not getting colored in? Oh, that actually makes sense, doesn't it? Because that... I got it. Float, shadow distance. That's not necessary now. Oh. Wait, that comes after the color is set, so that's not even a factor. There we go. Oh, that is gorgeous. Now, let's get you back together, sir. I think that looks pretty good. Let me see one last thing with that. Yeah, don't really see a difference. Oh, right, because that's only going to affect this. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Dude, it looks like he's got all shadows and stuff. Look at... Ah! It looks like it's working. That's pretty cool. Okay. Here's where we get a problem. Yep. So the problem here is the character is actually rotating. Arrgh! Like, that makes sense the way it is. I'm really happy with that animation, by the way. Okay. How do I want to do this? I can. So option 1 is to put the layer data for this in the animation. I don't like that, because that just reverses all of the more efficient storage I had before. Option 2. I create a function that says rotate right by some amount. Hold on. Face is very bright right now. It's fine. So I can make a... So I'm not putting the data into the animations, because that's garbage. I can make a function that says rotate right. I guess one that would be rotate left. Tell it when to tell it when the model has rotated. What do, chat? What do? Or what? Worth noting, this no longer needs to be called bow layer data with the way I'm about to do this. This can just be layer data. Because this, the way I'm doing it, is going to be applicable to all stances. That's cool. I think I want to do this with a setter because I don't like the way it does function calls. Property to animate when model has rotate right, left, rotate layers accordingly. I forget the syntax for enums. I always forget the syntax for enums. There we are. Why are you unhappy? Oh. Now, where do I have directions stuff? Bar ordered direction equal. Oh. There we go. Current fear index is this guy. Fine. Fear. Let me double check something. Good. So, if we're rotating to the right, increment this. Oh. Uh-oh. No, that's right. That's right, that's right, that's right. If we're facing down, and we rotate, if our character rotates to the right, they are now facing left. Yes. Like, these are absolute facing directions. These are relative rotation directions. That's why it sounds a little funky. Because, of course, if we're facing up, rotate to the right, we're now facing to the right. Which makes sense. Now, awesome. The last thing we'll do is that, but grab a new direction from this. And the index is going to be what is mod in Godot? I think that's right. So the lowest this is going to be is -1. In which case, that's facing down, rotate to the left, we end up with down right. The maximum is going to be... we could get a 7 from here, which is down right. Rotating to the right, that puts us at 8. Mod 8, 0, that gives us down. Cool. Sorry, chat, I don't know what's going on, but I am fading fast today. I must have enjoyed my sleep on my days off more than I thought. So my body's just like, hey, that sleep thing, that was great. Yeah, you think we can do that today too? No, you're not gonna, no? Oh, okay. And here, in theory, if I want to just force an update, I can do it with this. Okay, so let's look at what is the most obvious one. Back up, maybe? Oh yeah, that one's super obvious. That's interesting. Quite interesting. What? How does that make sense? I don't get it. Oh, what is this ordering? Okay, so it's not happy with whatever's on line 69. What's happening? Huh? That looks right to me. Oh. Down, down, left, left. Right, right. Yeah, that's right. Oh, wrong button. Hey, no problem so far. Why was that being hit every frame? But it's not being hit every frame now. Hmm. Okay, so it happens 7 times. Don't really get that, but sure. Okay. I need to think about this some. Because this is gonna cause errors. Like, you're seeing how the sorting is getting all out of whack. I think it's going to be very error prone. And the bow does not need to resort. So I need some way of saying, these are the ones that I want to rotate. Like, these are the layers that care about model rotation. These are the layers that don't. Ow. Ow, how, how. I could theoretically have two values. One that says the weapon rotation. One that says basically the shoulder rotation. Blarg. See the gloves. That's the 30s and the 2s. I guess because that's the layering only relative to the shoulders, that's fine. Man, this is such an overly complex problem. And the way the rest of the world solved this is just use 3D models, dum-dum. But performance! Something seems off here. Maybe not. Trying to think about how this new solution won't cause problems, though. So, if I were to store a rotation, and let's say I get halfway through an animation and I say, okay, it's time to rotate the shoulders to the right. How do I tell it to go back? Because if that animation, for whatever reason, gets interrupted, What happens? What do I do? I'm not sure. One option is I put that reset down here on animation change. I could do that. But that doesn't fully solve the problem, does it? Because if I'm rotating, like if in the actual game I'm rotating, I could start after the update is supposed to have occurred. In which case I don't get the update. This is a pain in the patoot. And yes, I'm having to come with creative language to keep this channel more family friendly. How do I avoid that graphical glitch? I could apply the rotations. I could update them on every frame update. That's so messy, though. Arrgh. Okay. Oh. How do? I think the answer is gonna have to be update on every frame. That's ugly as all get out. But I don't see a better way. And I think what I do as well is store some data somewhere that says shoulders rotate this way on these frames of these animations. Fortunately, I don't have to store every single one. I can say frames 4, 5, 6 on animations that contain the name, the word attack. Do that. No, I can't. Ah! I probably need to just spend some time thinking on this, because this is one of those things where I'm going to come up with a quick solution and I'm going to end up reworking it 2 weeks or a month from now because it's garbage. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's enough coding for the day. That's enough. We've got about, what, 20 minutes left in stream? So that's done. Do need to redo the clothing render. Yeah, let's go ahead and kick that off. Okay, don't need this for the rest of today. Not right. That's what I want. And what are we going to do for the rest of the stream while render happens? I have no idea. Did I already do this? I think I might have already done this, but just in case. Got it. Okay, I need to find a new rendering and break game. Wait, Silksong actually released? Wow. I was beginning to wonder if that was just like never happening. Very cool. So from what I saw, they definitely made that game way harder, and I don't know that I'm up for that. The heck is... Nah. It's too gritty for me. When I'm taking a break, I want something with some whimsy. Shape of Green. The heck am I looking at? Action roguelike? No, thank you. That genre is so overpopulated now. I'd love to have these games on Steam. I would love that. But it's a lie. Because... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You gotta have all the EA stuff. Like, you have to have an EA account. You have to have EA Online activation. And you have to have the app software in the background running. Like, I'm glad Steam tells us about this, though. Very glad they tell us about this. Let's see, room. What is this? Oof. This is one of these games that looks so nice and just makes me sad because I look at it and think, oh yeah, I can't make that. I don't have these kind of skills, and it just makes me depressed about making my game. That's one thing when you're doing any sort of creative endeavor. Avoid spending too much time looking at other people's works, because it will make you so critical of yourself. Like, looking at this, I'm just going, this is so far beyond me. But one way you can kind of help yourself with that is, like, here, I'll look up this studio. Let's see. A company out of Budapest. What do we know about them? Because if it's a team of like 50 people, I'm not gonna feel as bad. Now, if it's a team of one person, I'm gonna feel bad. There we go. Global team of over 60 passionate game makers. Awesome. I don't need to feel as bad about not making a game as good as theirs, because they've got a team of 60 people. Yeah, it can be very harmful to the creative process to compare yourself too much to other people in the same field. Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't compare yourself at all. Like, it's definitely worth having an understanding of where you exist within a industry. Like, I'm not going to be competing with Elden Ring. Like, Elden Ring Night Rain there. There's no way I can compete with that. And I'm okay with that. But part of understanding where I am in the market is understanding, okay, if I'm not going to be able to compete with Elden Ring in terms of like aesthetics, I'm not going to be able to compete in terms of high octane combat. I'm probably not going to even be able to compete in terms of balancing and stat systems. Which, those are all points that tell me, okay, I need to price my game significantly lower than that. Now, that can be, of course, offset by other things my game does that their game doesn't. But all important things to consider, and just like when you're doing the work to figure out where you are in the market, it's important to not put too much time into that such that you get demoralized about what you're producing. It's a tricky thing. And honestly, this is one of the big reasons to have a team. Because if you have one person who part of their job on the team is figuring out price points, okay, that you can control to some degree how communication happens within your team, such that any of that demoralization that could be happening, you can isolate to fewer team members. Now, obviously, I'm not saying just like put them in a room and don't let them talk about being demoralized about what they're seeing. That's not the case. But you can put guards in there so that, let's say, your more creative focused people don't have as much of that influence. Because a big part of creative endeavors is, or I shouldn't even say creative endeavors, any sort of endeavor is maintaining a slightly positive of neutral viewpoint at minimum. Because the moment you start getting down on yourself, you're going to be very likely to abandon an effort. Steam, what is happening? I asked you to install one of these like a week ago. What are you doing? I'm guessing my system needs a reboot at some point. What's something I can throw on for the last bit of stream? Probably not any of the things that are currently uninstalling. Just weird. Very weird. Where did we stop with Nobody Saves the World? I don't remember. Actually, you know what? Easy answer. Let's just do a run of Rogue Legacy 2. Very easy answer here. Even though I find Nobody Saves the World to be a much more fun game, I don't want to take the time to figure out where I was right now. Alright. What are we upgrading today? Oh, right, I was playing as the pirate boy. The pirate boy that can't see. Oh dear. Woo! Oh, right. I forgot. Also got something that says I don't get money. Oh. Well, that was dumb. Oh. Oh. Man. I should go clear out that left room. Most dangerous part of this run is the traps. Like, the enemies I at least see. It might be annoying to navigate. Holy cow. Remember that time I was getting gold? Those were good times. What? Oh my god. Oh, stop it! Holy cow. All my health gone. Yeah, D.Va is not the best. Hooray, more not gold. But I think I'm getting experience from it, so that's good. What this do? Randomize your weapon spell and talent. Oh god. Well, that's just dandy. The one thing that was keeping me safe was the ranged attack. Oh boy. Could you like randomize my traits too? That'd be awesome. No dashing. Lose no life. Well. Well, that's gone. Bye. Ow. Where to now? Left, up, up, up. God, I'm gonna hit that every time. There's just no avoiding it for me. Arg! This is the worst. Well, some healing would have been nice there. Oh, it's got a thing protecting it. Got it. Oh god. Get me out of here. And no food. No food! Ah! RNG, why? I don't know how I hit that one, but alright. Nice. Tiny bit of healing, but it's something. Seriously. Oh, we're done with this zone. Nice. We're not done. Oh, I think the roses is only if I win without taking damage. That's probably what. Or clear the room without taking damage. Oop. Good. We're good. Oh, that was garbage. Not sure why I got... Okay, I have no idea what causes the flowers. Oh. Ooh. I'll take it. You know what? All that damage I'm taking is gonna become absolutely meaningless once my health is so low it doesn't matter anymore. Oh, it's this room. Shoot, please. Whoa, that's a spell. Mimics are the worst. Well, both of these are probably doing not much for me soon. Like, once I get one more relic, My health is just gone. Oh. Alright. Combat challenge. Let's go. Whoa, Mimic. We done? No. Oh. Got basically nothing out of that. Oh, dirty glasses or Vanguard's banner. Dirty glasses, of course. Moves all visual ailments. Oh my goodness! Chat, I can see! I have no health, but I can see. Ow. This is awesome. Can I get anything over here? Low chance of food, but I got food. Hey, food. Again, no clue if those boxes actually give me anything. I think they're supposed to give me experience. No. Whoa. Buddy, calm down. Okay, those are mimics. Would have loved for some healing or something. What? I got too close. What's this? 1,000 years. 1,000 more. What? Ectomorph. Well, that one has 2 things done, Vale, so that's what we're doing. And that, I think, will be good enough for today. That lack of money is so sad. So what do we have to look forward to next time? Complete array of ailments, applies freeze, burn, and spore burst. And taking damage knocks you far away. That's gonna be so much fun. Oh, but it costs 100. So it is very good, since it's basically push button and room is cleared. But don't get to use it very much. This would be great on a mage. Absolutely great on a mage. What you got for me, buddy? Bunch of stuff that I can't afford. Why do you tempt me so? Anywho, that'll do it. Our render is done. Awesome. That'll be ready for tomorrow. And I need to spend some time figuring out how to do that layering updating in a way that's not going to cause all kinds of problems. Yeah, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. But maybe an epiphany will come to me. Maybe. If not, then tomorrow's going to be trying to break the problem down more. Anywho, that is all for today, folks. So, thank you all so much for joining. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. If you did, please give the video a share. Maybe you know someone that wants to learn game dev along with us. And an extra special thank you to my supporters over on Ko-fi. Thank you so, so much. And above all, guys, hope y'all have an amazing day. Take care, everyone.